We are 7 games into the Premier League season. We are about to play our second Champions League game this campaign, and we may be replacing one of our stars from last year. As you can see here, we have a nice little run of form, starting with that 4-0 Ludogorets Champions League win. First game in the Champions League in club history, and our 18-year-old wonder kid, Greek freak, Konstantinos Karetsas, goes and scores a 22-minute hat trick in his first Premier League action ever. And that has kicked off quite the run of form. 2-1 win home against Liverpool, a 5-1 drubbing of championship-level Bristol City away, and then a 4-2 kind of push-around job away at Crystal Palace. That sees us currently sitting in second place, like I said, in the Premier League, tied with first place Chelsea on points, but separated by 2 goals in the goal differential department. We still have not really separated ourselves from the pack, though. As you can see here, 8th through 1st are separated by only 3 points. Granted, it is early in the season, so I'm not super stressed about it, but something to keep an eye on. We need to make sure we keep our good runs of form up and limit the losses in games that we should be handling. If you look at the statistics, you can see a couple of our players popping up. Hugo Ekitike with 6 league goals, 1 behind Gabriel Jesus and Evan Ferguson, and then Ryan Aït-Nouri, 2 player of the matches, but that's kind of it. We have really gotten goals from a lot of places. I mean, as you can see here, we have 12 goal scorers this campaign, led by Kurt Zouma, who has 8 goal contributions in 8 games, followed by Hugo Ekitike, 7 goal contributions in 8 games, then Karetsas in his 4 starts. He has 4 goals, 3 of those coming in that Champions League game. Endrick has 2. Samardzic has 5 goal contributions in 6 games, 2 goals and 3 assists. And then it just kind of goes 1 down the line. In terms of assists, Missouri has really taken a step forward this season, which I'm really excited about. 4 assists. Malero, 1 goal, 3 assists. Borna Sosa, 3 assists. Aït-Nouri, 2. Harry Wilson, a goal and 2 assists. That's all looking great. I had mentioned that we might be replacing one of our stars from last year, and that is going to come in the form of Simon Adingra. He has played horribly this year in comparison. If we go to his stats from last year, I mean, he was a revelation for us. 10 goals across all competitions, 7 assists. Much of that came in the Premier League. 9 goals, 7 assists, 2 player of the matches. An average rating of only 6.86, but I mean, 16 goal contributions is huge from any player, especially in a first season back in the Premier League, especially with that being his first season with the team. We're talking chemistry and dynamics. You know as well as I do how crazy things can go when the dynamics aren't right. But he just has not shown up this year. I don't know if he's stressed because Malero has come in and we've brought in a whole bunch of new players, but I can't really figure it out. His passing has been subpar at best. So we are going to give Malero a run of form. He's only had the 1 start, but 8 substitute appearances and still has 4 goal contributions. He's almost pitching a 7.0 in average rating as opposed to Adingra's 6.42 in the last 5 and 6.58 overall. We are going to start off this episode with this away match against Real Sociedad, and then we will come back for the away match at Aston Villa. Both are televised, so these are both big games. If you remember, we had Real Sociedad noted as one of those games that was going to be challenging, but definitely within our reach. So it'll be very interesting to go now to Spain and see where our Sunderland boys kind of match up. Our starting lineup for the game, we have Sava in goal, Aït-Nouri, Branthwaite, Zouma, and Missouri across the back, Martel and Wharton, ever-present double pivot, Malero, Samardzic, and Wilson across the attacking midfield, and then Ekitike up top. All right, we are getting things kicked off. We're kind of zipping through already. We're about 10 minutes in, and nobody has had anything. We've had a shot, so yay. We are in our yellow, so if we look at the match momentum, we had that little run of form there. Carlos Soler. Ooh, Sava with the big save. So again, this is going to be pretty interesting on how the boys handle this. This is definitely a step up from Ludogorets, with Aït-Nouri clearing the ball. You always hate to see them cut it back across into the top of the 18, because that typically arrows right into the top of the net. They've had nothing but highlights. I mean, Soler was offside, but Sava with the incredible save from point blank range. He's able to get that, scoop it out off the line. So Real Sociedad, they have won a game. So they won their last game, and they're currently drawing with us. So we are both on 4 points. This should be a very even game. But again, the Spanish teams certainly play a different style than we do. I think ours is much more direct. Zuma with the head out to Lazaro, into Sadiq. Grr. Sadiq was the player that the newspapers and all of them said that we needed to keep an eye out for. I think he's got 6 goals and an assist already this season. I don't want to watch that nonsense. I need to continue to remind myself, as frustrating as this is, as we get a last-minute highlight. Jiminy Christmas. We're in the 4th minute. We're now 30 seconds over the expected time. Who's lining up for this? Samardzic? Bang it in. Top corner right here. Right here. He went for it. He went for it. They're going to give us the corner? You know they are. We are now a full minute over. Pulling it short to Wilson, gets across the box and does absolutely nothing with it. Oh, what a waste. What a waste. Both our center backs are on yellows. Yay. We really need to take a step forward here. I kind of nudged the boys forward during halftime in hopes that we can get something out of this. Ooh, Wilson goes and picks the pocket of the defender, goes to put it into the far post, and Ramiro just snags it out of the air. That's always embarrassing when a goalkeeper is able to catch your ball. All right, Branthwaite is tired. Let's go ahead and encourage the boys before we leave. All right, let's take Branthwaite off. Switch the 2 of them. Aït-Nouri is tired. Bornasosa can come on. Martel is tired. Luco 9 can come on. Ooh, man. Malero hasn't played well either, so maybe a Dinger comes back on. I'm going to save that last one for somebody. There is plenty of time to make this happen, so let's not get all weird about it. I'm going to push us to attacking. Samardzic gets the throw in. Adam Wharton puts it out wide to Adingra. Sosa. All right. Only as far as Masuri. Masuri drives into the box. He's going to cut it across. No, he's not. To Harry Wilson. Back to Masuri. Oh, Harry Wilson steals it back. This is a pinball type game right now. Masuri passes it back to Adam Wharton. Wilson into the box. Pulls the trigger. Simon Adingra. Oh, just kind of throws his body in the way. That was definitely a big deflection goal from Simon Adingra. The way that this ball just kind of pinballed here in the corner, we could not get it out. Harry Wilson. I'm pretty sure Harry Wilson was trying to shoot that into the top corner here, and Adingra Goes and steals it. I don't care. We are drawn 1-1. Let's continue to fight, boys. Harry Wilson is now tired, and Adam Morton is tired. And Ekitike has not shown up. Come on. Come on, come on. Borna good look. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. Holy potato peelers. All right. Here we go. Sava out to Dan Ballard. 09 to Missouri. He's going to go up the line to Wilson. Crossing to Adingra. That's an Adingra ball, if I've ever seen one. That weird... Oh, it was offside. That was definitely an Adingra ball where you just kind of loop it up to the back post and you're like, hey, anybody want it? All right, 10 minutes left. Yeah, 10 minutes left. Before they kick this off, I'm going to make a sub. I mean, do we go Endrick for Ekitike, who has not shown up, but he's still pretty fit? Or do we put Endrick out wide? Do we put Koretsas into the midfield for Samardzic? Harry Wilson's had a pretty good game. Or do we flip Missouri for Barinaga? Ooh, decisions. Do I trust this baby or this baby? I'm going to trust this baby. I'm going to put him in the center because Harry Wilson has had a great game so far. That will be our 5th and final substitution. Yes, go outside. I mean, he's nervous, but I've encouraged him to go out and see if we can score the winning goal here. Kurt Zuma to Ballard. Again, our center backs, both on yellows, after we already pulled one of them off. Borna into Samardzic, into Hugo Ekitike. Ekitike with the goal! Oh my golly gee. What an excellent run. That highlight, as a reminder, that highlight started with their goal kick. Borna comes up, cuts it into Samardzic, one time up and over the top. Ekitike takes it down with his chest, over his shoulder with his chest, puts it down on the ground and bounces it in past Ramiro. Yes, let's go ahead. Oh, yikes. I hate when that happens. Still on key highlights. Always makes me wonder. Sometimes it like flips from key highlights to full highlight just randomly. Come on, boys. We got like 8 minutes left here. Dan Ballard, good. Harry Wilson, put it up the line. Or just take it up the line. Harry Wilson, good. Back stick to Ekitike. Ekitike, top down, let's go. 3-1. Ekitike with the brace. Harry Wilson with the deep cross. Deep cross. Wilson with all the time in the world. Our counter is incredible here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to their 4, 5. We've outnumbered them. Puts it into the back stick. Plus we had another one. I mean, we were +1, +2, depending on how you count it on that counter. Beautiful work. Ekitike with the brace puts him up to an 8.2. I knew. Keeping him on was gonna be worth it. So you're welcome. That, folks, is how you do it. All right. Whew. We had to work for it. At halftime, we were down 1-0. We score 3 unanswered goals to take the lead. A 1 minute brace for Ekitike. Whew. I am certainly proud of your performance there. Let's go. Huge result here. Sociedad, they made us work for it. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. A tough game, but we kept pushing. We kept attacking, and our huge step forward roster-wise, I think, really showed out there, and we were able to secure that 3-1 win. So I'm going to do Bournemouth in the background, and then I will be back for Aston Villa, as they currently sit 8th, only 3 points behind us. So, big game ahead. I will see you in a few. Welcome back. So, I promise we can win when I do not have the camera on. It just wasn't against Bournemouth. We are going then into Aston Villa, still in a good run of form. I mean, our last 7 games, we've only dropped 4 points. So there's definitely still things to be excited about. Just, it would have been nice to win the games that we should be winning. Our boys had a big 2 weeks off for the international break, so several of them are coming back a little tired. So there's a bit of rotation just to make sure that we keep everyone fresh, but much of it is the same. We have Owusu Odoro in goal, Sosa, Branthwaite, Zuma, and Missouri left to right on the back line, Martel and Wharton, again, double pivot, Adingra, Samardzic, and Wilson across our attacking midfield 3, and then Ekitike up at the 9. I think I'm going to push this to attacking because I feel like we have a habit of giving up an early goal when we're being a little too slow on the ball, too slow to start. And then I ratchet it up into that attacking phase and we seem to do a bit better. So we'll see what happens. I do notice as I was going through the like rah-rah pump up stuff pre-game, the chats, I do notice that I'm sure it's just like the name in the game and our reputation, but like nobody is giving us any credit. I mean, we're currently sitting, I think, 3rd in the Premier League. We finished 5th last year. We're in the Champions League. And yet again, going into this game, the team-wide pump-up message was, nobody expects anything from us. We're the underdogs. We can do it. So it would be nice. FM26 recently was announced. It would be really nice if some of these conversations were tracked with what actually was happening in the save. That's probably too much to ask for, but, you know, we can hope. It's about that time to encourage the boys. Aston Villa has very much owned this game. I swear to God, I think this is like the 3rd game in a row we've given up a penalty. I mean, I guess the Real Sociedad game didn't, but this one was a penalty. We gave up one against Bournemouth, and then I think the game just before Sociedad. So that's 3 penalties we've given up in the last 4 games. Yuri Tielemans goes and puts it in the back of the net. Don't you hate it? Owusu Odoro barely moves. Biscuits. Golly, it is just, I don't think we've had a single highlight yet. We're in the 25th minute. I don't think I've seen us have the ball. Konsa is just playing it around the back to Pau. I mean, we didn't play particularly well against them last year. We lost that first game. Pau Torres, I remember scoring whoa. Geez, that was one of those stupid goals where everyone freezes. And then the first person to react to it typically is the other team, and they go and score. But Owusu Odoro goes and makes a huge save. Our first highlight. Excellent. I know I was saying something before that Owusu Odoro save, but now I can't remember it. So we'll see what Harry Wilson can do. Oh, doinks it off the post. Comes back. Was that Adingra maybe or Wharton? Went and cracks it, forcing a save from the keeper. Samardzic into Wharton, out to Wilson, cleared for a throw out, for a throw in. We're throwing the ball in. Chris, we're throwing the ball into the field. All right, Samardzic into the box to Adingra, passes it back out to Sosa, who gives it to Martel, who takes a 45-yard shot that at least tests the keeper. At least we've put something on frame. That's nice. Not a super great corner again. Wilson out to Samardzic. Samardzic tries to bend it in, left-footed, into the left corner. Let's encourage the boys again. If you look at the match momentum, we have been not in this game. They now have almost just over 2 expected goals on their 2 shots on target. I recognize one of those was a penalty, but that's crazy. That math is psycho, because we have also had 2 shots on target, and we have less than a half a goal expected. I need a better second half. I really laid into the boys here. I need a second half. We are currently 7th, 8th in the Premier League, I think I saw. And this is the type of game that I was talking about, where Missouri goes and blocks that wide open net, forcing the corner. But this is one of those games that I was talking about where it's just, because everything is so close, everything is so tight up at the top of the table, we need to win the games that, or at least take points from the games that are going to be challenging. This is one of those games that is going to be challenging. It has been. We've planned for it. I mean, Aston Villa are a good team in this save. And it doesn't help to have Hugo Ekitike playing right wing for no reason and just giving the ball up on a dribble. So, I mean, this team is good. Aston Villa is good. But we should still be giving them a better game than we're giving them right now. I mean, Alex Moreno he literally just ran around our entire back line. Golly. Look at this. He takes it from the center of the field and just out dribbles everybody, cuts it in, beats everybody, puts it across the box, and Branthwaite goes and 5 holes Owusu Adoro. Oh my Lord. Look at all of these terrible freaking ratings. All right, let's put... Oh God, this is so frustrating. So frustrating. And Malero is hurt, so I can't put him in. Borna Sosa has been terrible. All right, well, Ekitike's been awful too. But the last time I said that, I was thinking about taking him out. I didn't. He scored a 1-minute brace, 2-minute brace. So, come on, Hugo. All right, we've got about 20 minutes left, and we have shown next to no desire to be in this game. This is such a far cry from where we had been during that winning run. Karetsis gets it out on the wing, puts it into the box. Adam Wharton, did he force the save? No, he did not. This is such a far cry from that 5-game spell where we were just unbeatable. Another penalty. I mean, it looked like he won that ball so cleanly. I'm putting up the surrender cobra. Oh. It's just one of those stupid frickin' games. So dumb. This is not a game that we should be this bad in. Ryan Aitnori puts it into the box. Of course, nobody sneezes on our guy to fall down and take the penalty. So we have 4 penalties given up. 4 penalties given up and 4 scored in 4 games. And Ramsey just goes and runs past everyone. Oh, Lord. I mean, Ekitike has just been abysmal. I put Endrick in, I guess. And Enzo Lafie. I mean, that's all our attacking players. This would be an insane comeback. It's not going to happen, though. especially when we can't get our head on the ball. Where the hell is Kurt Zuma? Adam Wharton puts it into the back post. Karetzis is there. He drops it down, passes it directly to an Aston Villa player. Masori, thankfully, goes and steals it back. Karetzis, instead of trying to beat his guy on the corner, I don't know what happened there, but Harvey Elliott gets it. Consolation goal. I think Karetzis puts it just drops it across the box as hard as he can. On the one time, goes through, maybe that was like a back heel or lifted his leg up or something and kind of tipped it, but it went all the way through to Elliott on the back post. And we didn't get shut out, so we got that going for us. Helps with the goal differential. His goal differential is wild. Liverpool's at a plus 16, but they're currently sitting in, 7th place? Well, that's not how I wanted to end the episode. We started in 2nd place, and now we're sitting in 7th. Again, this Liverpool goal differential at plus 16. So when they win big. Dang. All right, well, Fulham, again. What is this universe that Fulham has just decided? I mean, they have Insigne, but like, is he really just making that big of a difference? We were not super successful in that episode. I don't know, I'm torn because obviously we won in the Champions League. I believe, we are, there's a bunch of teams tied for first, but our goal differential is excellent. We're plus 6, so we're currently sitting in 3rd behind PSG and Celtic. But in the Prem, it's just, it didn't look good. We drew a really terrible Bournemouth team, and then we lost against a tough Aston Villa team, but not a 3-1 loss tough. And now we're headed into the happy games. So we have Liverpool at home in the Champions League, Newcastle at home in the Prem. I know that there's going to be an effort, like there should be an effort to push the series on. So we haven't even made it out of October and we're already 3 episodes in. I'm going to do Liverpool in the background. Hopefully we get a result. Then I will bring you back for the Tyne-Wear Derby part 3. And then Napoli away. That's the plan. Well, that was a toughie to watch. Hopefully you stuck around because I'm hoping these are all lessons that we can learn, the boys can learn, we can put something together. It'll be great, excellent, perfect, and then we can start putting together those psycho saves that people show on, Clates and Zealand and all of that, where they're like, I've won the Premier League 59 years in a row. Probably won't happen very soon, but we're going to try our very best. If you liked that episode, I would appreciate you liking and subscribing, turning on notifications so that you can get the heads up that a new episode is up. And if you have not gotten a chance to go back and watch the previous episodes in this series, I encourage you to do so because we have done some excellent things with the boys. We are in a great position, all things considered, and information is power. So go back and figure out where we've come from so that you know where we're going. And thank you for watching.